June 6, 1944, the day that was supposed to save the free world. In our history, Operation Overlord, the largest amphibious invasion ever attempted, succeeded. American, British and Canadian forces stormed the beaches of Normandy under gunfire, broke through Hitler's Atlantic Wall and opened the Western Front that would crush the Nazi regime. But in this world, D-Day failed. The weather, already precarious, worsened just hours before the landing. Violent winds tore through the channel. Choppy waves smashed landing craft against each other. Many troops never even reached the beaches, drowned, capsized, lost before their boots could touch French sand. The few who did make it were greeted not by confusion, but by a German army fully prepared. Hitler, notoriously indecisive during the real invasion, had acted swiftly in this timeline. Panzer divisions that had hesitated before were unleashed at full force. The beaches of Omaha, Utah, Gold, Juno and Sword became slaughter grounds. The Allies were driven back into the sea. Operation Overlord collapsed in less than 48 hours, and with it, the last real hope of opening a Western Front disappeared. Churchill, devastated but defiant, urged Britain to fight on, but without a foothold on continental Europe, the Allied forces were trapped in a bloody stalemate. Germany consolidated its defences. The Nazi regime, battered but still standing, focused on its Eastern Front. The Soviet Union, left to face the full fury of Hitler's war machine, bled for every mile. Moscow fell in 1945. Stalin disappeared into the chaos. The Red Army fractured. By 1947, a shattered Europe lay under a grim new order, the Greater Germanic Reich. America, never able to commit fully without a second front, withdrew to its own hemisphere. Isolationism gripped the country once more. The United States watched from across the Atlantic as Europe was carved up into puppet states and Germanized territories. In Berlin, swastikas fluttered over the ruins of once great cities. Freedom became a whispered memory. A cold, totalitarian peace settled over the world, enforced by iron fists and 1,000 secret police. Technology, once accelerated by war, stalled under the weight of oppression. There was no space race, no civil rights movement, no roaring decades of innovation, only silence, only obedience. In the Americas and scattered Commonwealth outposts, governments clung to democracy like a guttering candle against a howling wind. They knew the Reich would come for them eventually. It was not a matter of if, only when. And so the 20th century, once filled with hope, dreams, and liberation, became instead an age of slow decay. A century lost to fear, all because one storm, one wrong move, one single day in June, went terribly, terribly wrong.